Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to my podcast, Chinomnso.
Thank you.
I've already introduced the guest, but
Okay.
clearly we have a guest
We
on
do.
the podcast. We do. Can you look at me? I'm a big girl. Like I'm inviting you to my podcast. Welcome.
I'm happy. I'm honored.
Big girls doing big girl things. Okay. When was the last time I saw you?
November. No, April.
Oh wait, okay, our Nigeria trip.
Yes.
We went to Nigeria. We had a time in the salon that. Okay. Do you want to say it or should I say it?
Just go on.
So it is kind of a thing for me that I don't know how to keep my hair for long. I'm always like acting on impulse.
Yeah.
So we went to the salon and after like a week or two, I was just like, I need to take this hair off. I need to take this hair off. So my husband was like, you're starting again. Oh. But I was like, no. There's something wrong. There's something going on. And then Chinomnso texts me and she's like, that salon, I'm never going there again. My nails are coming off, the hair, the twist. I was like, thank God. But not thank God that your hair was falling apart, but thank God that I'm not crazy, please, because no.
Oh no, they really did bad stuff there. Like they didn't actually get anything right.
They didn't get, the nails were like, they were
Like,
breaking.
Nothing was right. They will not see my money again.
No, they won't.
Nah. My shadow, my brake light.
No, but they did a very good job on
With
your hair
what?
last year.
So that's the reason why I went
You
back.
went back.
Yes. And I'm like, surely, at least I have evidence. My friend even went there after me.
Yeah.
And she was so pleased with the service. And I'm like, surely you guys will see me again. But I'm back now. And you guys didn't get anything right.
And then she brought customer, and the customer was also disappointed.
Nah. I won't be there again.
Anyway, okay. A little backstory. Chinomnso and I have known each other since university. Chinomnso was my floor minister. What do you call it in Landmark?
You know, I always forget that part.
Yes, that's my first ever memory of you.
Okay.
Like, even though I was floor minister at some point, and then I was just like, oh, I'm too tired, please. So when I gave that up, and then I was now like focusing back on academics and all, even though that's what I was supposed to be doing in school anyway, but story for another day, guys. Story. People go to school to learn. Anyway. So Chinomnso was my floor minister. We sort of walked in the same circles, but we're never really close like that.
Yeah.
We
had
were
mutual
friendly.
friends.
We had mutual friends.
Yeah.
We were friendly towards each other, but we're not close like that.
Yeah.
And then after uni, everybody, graduated. No, you're 5 years now. 5-year course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I graduated first.
Oh, please.
I
Oh,
graduated
please. Oh,
And-
please. Well, I need to put a disclaimer. She did a 4-year program. I did a 5-year program. Let's not be that.
So-
They think I did not graduate.
I remember that year because we now graduated with engineering students that started the year before.
Yeah.
To now be like 5 years is no fun. I'm like, but we're graduating with you people. So what was that anyway? So we went to uni together. After I graduated first, and then she graduated. I don't think we ever spoke again or something like that.
We did. We
did?
met in church.
Oh yeah.
Abuja Church.
Oh yeah. When I came to Abuja Church, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we did. But still, it was still
Yeah.
like, hi. Oh my gosh, you're here. Me too. I'm here. Oh, this is. Then that was it. Then we both traveled abroad. We didn't know we traveled because we didn't tell. We didn't used to speak like that. And then it was Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky.
It was Vicky that was like, Ijeme, you're in Leeds, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, Chinomnso is in Leeds too. And I'm like, no. I was like, to be fair, because I was craving for community at that point.
Yes.
And I was like, send me a number now. She sent me a number. And then that's how we started chatting.
Yeah.
I know, I'm from there.
And then Mary Morris.
Mary Morris, yes. We had our first Christmas together. We
Yeah.
did our very first. We came to the UK the same year, right?
Yes, it was the same year, almost
Okay.
the same,
You
just
in-
a
you in
few
Sep-
weeks apart.
In September, right?
Yes.
Okay, I came in. Guys, there's a whole lot of coming to the UK in the year 2020.
I think everybody needs to just
We need
gather
a
and
group
give
therapy
like,
session.
oh no, first of all, round of applause.
Oh my God.
Just everybody just gather round of
a
applause.
group therapy. Yeah, clap for us first because traveling away from home, being isolated in theory and in practical,
In
because
practical.
you're not even meeting anybody or anything, and
You're
then you're now isolated
isolating.
from your family as well, because
Yeah.
it's already one thing to travel anyway, and people talk about it and stuff, but still actually being isolated because you have to be was just a thing. And then we now said, okay, let's do a whole Christmas thing.
Yeah.
That was the saddest Christmas of my life.
But if it had gone any other way, like any other way within the context that we had, like if we didn't actually take time to be together,
Fair, we'll have
it
gone
could
crazy.
have been bad.
We would have gone crazy. I'm trying to think now that, because I was already so depressed, I was just like, and that was the year, by the way, my family now decided that they want to do a Christmas tree and give each other gifts. I'm like, did you people wait for me to travel? And they now send me pictures. Oh, we're gifting each other things. This is your, because that's not like really a Nigerian tradition.
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
year they decided to do that.
So, I have a very weird memory of that time. So, gearing up to the Christmas of that year, 2020, I was very excited. I was finally not going to participate in all the hard work in the kitchen because I was away from home. And I'm like, finally, a Christmas where I can breathe.
Oh my goodness.
Like, as the first daughter, let me not even say more than that. Like, the kind
You
of
can breathe.
I
Yeah.
can breathe. But then the Christmas came.
And we still did work.
And not just that, I'm like, okay, I'm breathing now. Do I
Do I like it? So I prefer to be suffocating.
do I prefer suffocating? Do I prefer this?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, please stop. But yeah, that was the time. And then I think we now became even closer when we were like ranting about our housemate situation and all of that. And we were just like, can I even wash the plates? They cannot even do this. They cannot do this. So when our student accommodation stuff like ran out, we now decided to get a place together. And see, you're probably the most, anyway, after you, I didn't live with anybody else again. And I got married. And I got married, guys. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, you're probably the most intentional housemate I've actually lived with. Like, but I don't have a lot of experience with housemates, so I think
We had landmark, but it was not house.
Oh no, don't.
We
don't
shouldn't
call
do that.
landmark.
Okay.
No. I had a roommate that. Okay, now we're friends. I don't know if I should say this.
No, you
If I
shouldn't.
say it, you should know it's her. I had a roommate that was very particular about like, this is my space, this is your space. So she would sweep her half of the room. She would spray insecticide on her half of the room. So she did not mind that I had my fan on. So she
I'm
would
sorry.
spray insecticide on her half of.
What?
I mean, she eventually got better and all, but we're just me. I was always a social person that was not. It took me a lot for me to open up to somebody and be like my friend. So even if you are my roommate and we spend some time together, I'm still very to myself. So in a way, it always looked weird to people, and I was like, it takes a while for me to really, really like become chummy with someone. So I was already very weird anyway. And then she would now do all of that. I'm just like, you know what? I don't even. Yeah, so I've had weird.
I feel like I'd have been laughing. Because what do you mean by you're spraying half of the room?
Now I'm thinking about
it's
it.
air.
But I didn't know how to son of myself then. So I'll just be like, this was happening. No problem. I will take it like a champ.
Oh, please.
Jesus was, this happened to Jesus. I can take it too. Anyway, I was really like that, but thank God. So we lived together and what else? Tell the story. My memory is blank.
We lived together, then we had one hell of a career phase.
Oh my God.
That 1 year.
First of all, we lived in a very, very cheap place. Now we're thinking about it and that place was
Whenever
cheap.
I think about that house, I'm like, who chased? I could have stayed now.
Do you know what?
I could have stayed.
I'm 50-50 on that because at first I was like, nah, I want to come to London for the whole, I want to be closer to church and all of that and stuff.
No, you had a valid reason to leave. Like,
But you could have said and paid the
I
whole-
could have. Yes, but I think what I didn't like was that the house was old.
It was old.
And then I felt like it was too cold.
It was, oh my God.
It was too cold.
And then the creepy basement.
No, I mean, that one.
You were always going down for us.
So-
So we had to if we needed to check, was it our light meter or
Yeah,
whatever?
we should take our meter reading.
Yes, we need. She did all of that. By the way, my knight in shining armor. So that's why she used to call me her wife, and I was like, this is my husband, because she was like, Ajay, let's go downstairs and check. I'm like, I'm not going. What if there's a dead body there? What if there's this is abroad? This type of thing actually happen here. But yeah, that house was something. There was like a lot of memories, and
Yeah.
that was our. I feel like if I think of that house, I think of our shift moments, and this is kind of what I wanted us to talk about on the podcast today. So, for all y'all who don't know, this here is the pivot queen, and we're going to title this episode. I'm going to title this episode. What did I say? It Jesus, and I crammed this whole thing. Hold on. Wait, I sent it to you now. Wait, don't say it.
I should not say it.
Wait. Pivot, Japa, pivot, repeat. Clap for me, I remember it. Yeah, so I think I learned all about pivoting and changing careers from you. Not directly saying, oh, this is what a pivot situation is, but just watching how you had switched. It didn't click to me that you were switching. It just felt like a natural evolution into something else before I now realized that, because I was struggling so much with my own. I was like, how can I let this go? No. But then I saw that you were passionate about this, your own previous career, but when the circumstance needed, you were able to just be like, okay, I can go with the wind and flow and work with the winds to adjust my sails and fly in that sense. So let's talk about that bit.
Yeah. Pivoting. I think that I've thought a lot about why I've changed my careers so many times. For context, I mean, growing up as a Nigerian child in Nigeria, you would always get questions from aunties. What do you want to be when you grow up? Like, in fact, many birthday parties, like,
oh yeah,
they're going to ask you.
They had like
I think you
17
even
different
know.
answers.
Do you know? So, of course, as a child, you would have said a couple of things, which I did. I know I said a nurse at some point. I did. I said a teacher.
You were close to when we did care.
Oh my God.
We have a care story.
So a nurse, a teacher, a farmer. I said quite a lot of things. But by the time I got to secondary school, I just realized that I had this affinity for plants and I wanted to just learn more about them. Now, at the time, I didn't really understand what a career should be. In my own head, it should just be something you enjoy studying.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be
not something you want to spend the rest of your life doing.
Yeah, like career to me then was, what do you want to study in uni?
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
It wasn't anything about what do you want to do
with your life.
Or what does the society allow you to dream of?
Which, by the way, I feel like that whole what do you want to do for the rest of your life is such
a big because how do you even know?
Cagey question. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, what if I say this and then I'm going to have to be stuck with this question or with this answer I gave forever?
Okay, so there, I think, is where we differ. I've always known how to, even in things that are not career inclined, I've always been this sort of person who would try something. If it doesn't work, I'll just change my mind. You cannot beat me.
Hence why you see I've been struggling at this one thing.
You can't really beat me, okay? I'm going to stand up and change my mind.
So you can understand why I'm still here. This one. Chinomnso has received so many voice notes from me. Like, so when I've decided that I am no longer doing dance and clearly the hurdles are too big for me to overcome.
Like in your face.
Like, but somewhere at the back of my mind, I want to be the different one. I want to be the one that overcame it.
Yes. That is usually where sticking to what you've said, that's usually what inspires it. Oftentimes, there's this background sense where you're like, I have a thing to prove.
I do have a thing to prove. Actually, I don't, but
But
something keeps telling me that.
yes, I think quite for some people who are like stuck on or they're on that thing they said they're gonna do.
Talk to
is
me direct. Talk.
it comes from that place of I have a thing to prove.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, maybe they want to prove their parents, prove a point to their parents or friends or the world that has set up so many obstacles in their path. And but
Hi.
but
It's me.
but I'm not, I'm not but I don't recall my younger self ever having a thing to prove to anybody. Yes. The only time that I would say I've felt like I've had a thing to prove to be to myself, but it's not to prove that I can do something. It's to prove that what I've been doing, I can do it better.
You can do it better. Ah,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So that is the only time I remember wanting to prove a thing to myself. But like just to live my life wanting to prove a point.
I think
I was just shameless. Oh, you didn't walk, eh?
I think
You didn't walk.
I think I'm a Christian, so I this African Christian mentality. When you say bad word, they're like, you're not this in Jesus' name. So what I want to say now is like I'm hearing my mother's voice. So I think I'm stuck in this. I'm hearing my mom say, you're not stuck in Jesus' name. I think I'm stuck in this maze of I feel like I have something to prove.
I'm not stuck in this maze in Jesus' name.
So I feel like I have something to prove. There's an aspect of I have worked so hard on this.
Yeah.
I didn't so the position I put myself, the position I found, no, I put myself in that position. The position I was in, there were opportunities to build skill in other aspects. Not that I don't have skill in other aspects, but at that point, I believed that I didn't have skill in other things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I focused on this one thing that I thought I was good at, and then I kept building and building and building, despite people. So it was, I think the people saying to me, it's not going to work out. My friend, just get your head in the game. Do
what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. Reality, like people give me all this whole reality. Better like keep your head down. I know that acted as fuel for me to now be like, you know what?
I'm gonna get this done.
Because each time I now make up my mind and I'm like, okay, IJ, be realistic. These are the hurdles, these are the challenges that you have tried to overcome and it's not working. Then I hear the voices again of those people
That have said,
I told you. And I'm just like, you know what?
I'm back here.
I'm back again. And so I feel like I'm in this loop.
Bigger, better.
Yeah, I'm in this loop of like, I think I can. And then I'm like, God, I'm actually tired. Like, so it's now that whole, I think I've jumped into a different thing. But what will you do in that sense that you're not like, you did start out with something quite noble and quite honest.
Yeah.
And when people were saying you couldn't do it, like, I'm going to prove you wrong. And then they were not right. What?
To be fair, like I have a very classic example for that in my own life. Yeah, I remember telling my dad that I wanted to study agriculture in university. It started with saying I wanted to study botany. My father was flabbergummed. What do you mean by botany? What the hell is botany? Like, hopefully our viewers can, or listeners can relate to botany. So it's one thing to understand botany, then botany in Nigeria.
Please explain, because I need to know I understand it too.
It doesn't exist. It literally does not exist. What do you mean by botany in Nigeria? The person teaching you doesn't even understand it.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
And you know, in my fourth year, when we did IT, the place that I did my IT, I had students from University of Ibadan who were studying botany, who were colleagues. Like, we're all doing our IT together. And if I had gotten botany to University of Ibadan, which is where I applied to, they would have been my classmates. So I got to meet people who were living a sort of life that I wanted to live. And just having a conversation with them, I'm like,
I said, I don't want this to know.
Thank you, Jesus. Denial is not the end. Right.
Okay.
Okay, right. Anyway, so basically, my dad, he was so. I don't want to use disappointed because he has never ever said that to me. But just hearing my desire to study agriculture in uni, he was like, "Are you sure? Like, okay, you want to do botany?" I was like, "Yes." First choice, University of Ibadan, botany. Second choice, Landmark University, agriculture, with a major in crop science. So everything was all about plants.
Plants.
Yes. And he was like, "Why?" I'm like, "I just love plants. I want to understand how it works, how they take up nutrients, how what
Photosynthesis.
those
That's
things."
all I know,
I'm like,
guys.
"I just want to do the research." He now, you know what he did? He went to the internet and printed like many, many pages on what botany is all about. Botany in Nigeria. And he printed everything out for me. And he brought it home from work one day and he was like, I printed it so you can be educated, so you can know that botany is not, so you can just know. And then I read the document. I'm like, I really want botany.
You really want this? So his plan backfired.
He's like, this was not the outcome. So the next thing he did was he took me to his female colleagues who had careers in finance, in project management, and they've built like really solid careers. Like they had years of So he took me to all of them, and I spent like a day with each one of them, maybe like 4 or 5, and we would talk about my career aspirations. And then I remember one of them. I told her I want to study agriculture. At this time, it was clear I was going to University of Ibadan. So I was like, I want to study agriculture, and she's like, I think you're too intelligent for that. And I'm like,
damn.
Wow. She was like, yes. Look at how brilliant you sound. Agriculture, you want to waste your brain on the farm?
Which is what we did. Which is what we did in Landmark. Oh my God. I need to understand how farm practice became a course. 0 units that you could actually fail and carry over. That we did that with our green overalls. Like,
yeah, and she's like, you want to waste your brain on farm? I'm like, no, you could. She's like, keep quiet. What do you know? When you finish now, what will you do? Like, but
research.
But like, to be fair, when you're making that decision to study in your first degree in Nigeria, you're 15, you're 16.
True.
You cannot really know things.
That's what I studied in university.
Is it not Interrail?
Interrail. Do you know what? Anytime I remember my course, I remember somebody saying to me, I don't know if I should have been offended, because the girl looked at me and she's like, what are you studying? And I said, international relations. She said, oh, you don't look like them.
Hey.
And I was like,
what? Like no?
She now said, oh, fair, fine babes. And I can't remember the person that said this to me actually. But I remember the conversation. She was like, oh, you're fair, pretty, snobby babes like this. I was just like, wait, I'm not fine. Continue, sorry.
Yeah, so anyway, I got into the agricultural program, and my father, I think after trying all he could, and he saw that I was not going to back down. And one thing my dad would never do is impose a career on you. So he then said, okay, if you're going to study this course, finish with the first class. So that at least, just in case, you have like, nobody will look at your thing and say, oh, she's lazy, or it's because she doesn't know book. That's why she studied the course or something. So, of course, I went into the university with that mindset, and I did finish with the first class. But here's the thing. When I now realized that I may have...
Please, you should have listened to your father.
I should have listened to my father. So this was NYSC. And so the thing is, in the way that I pictured my NYSC, I didn't want to be far from home. None of that going to Adamawa. No, I'm not involved.
I listened to you. I just realized I lived such a rough life. NYSC.
Where were you?
First of all, I was posted to Yola, like Adamawa State.
Jesus.
Then we had our camp in Kano, Karaye. Shout out to Karaye people. So we were like, I think an hour away from the actual Kano people.
Okay.
But we caught insecurity and all of that. We had to just do ours in Kano.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were given the option to relocate.
Okay.
Unlike people that had to pay for it or make special applications, we were given. So they'll be like, you either will go to Adamawa State and you get like really top-notch places.
Yeah.
So I was already going to go to, what's the name of this articles university? American University of Nigeria. Yeah, so
yes,
that was where I was going to be
Yeah.
stationed to. But I was like, I didn't want to go to Yola. Mostly because I wanted a sense of independence. My brother has friends there. And I was just like, I'm going to be in someone's house. I'd never been independent before. So I just opted for relocation. And then I got posted to Benue State. Like, where is Benue? That was my first. This was like, Makurdi, that's the capital. I didn't even get posted to Makurdi. I got posted to Oju. Like, apparently, Oju is linked to Sabongida Ora, my people. So when they're like, where are you from? I'm like, I just say, where? So, you're our sister. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, anyway, but I spent like 5 of those 12 months sick. Because I was in the village.
Yes, and of course. So my own NYC was none of that. I was quite particular about being in my father's house. Particular. So
oh my God.
So I ended up serving in one of the best things, like, you know, in NYC, right? If you're not in the big cities, Lagos, Abuja, or wherever you are, maybe if you're in a university is good.
Yeah.
If you're here. But like when it comes to agriculture and serving, one of the best things that can happen to you for agriculture and service is IITA.
Yeah. What's that? Sorry.
IITA
I just said, I didn't know
like,
that is.
I think it means International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, and that's Africa's largest research institute in agriculture. Like, it is a deal. That's as far as it goes. Some people get lucky and they're like, FAO.
Yeah.
But your leg is long, though. How did you get to FAO? Anyway.
Okay. My father knows somebody like that. Okay.
Yes, but like, IITA is as good as it gets for agriculture, and that's where I served. And I had one interesting year. I was able to do quite a lot of good work in terms of the agriculture research in Abuja, in their station in Abuja. And the thing is, landmark university students had gone there previously, and they had left such an impressive reputation of graduates.
Going to say such a horrible.
No. Such an impressive reputation of graduates of agriculture. So that station was always excited. I don't know if that's how things are till date, but that station, they were always excited to have someone from landmark.
Okay.
And the minute you land, you just be assigned quite a lot of responsibilities because they know you're capable.
And your work ethic and all of that.
Yes, you have the work ethic, you have the
To be fair, I will
knowledge.
give that to there are a lot of things that I picked up from landmark.
Like you have the work ethic, you have the knowledge. Your agriculture is not just textbook. You actually know the drill.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it was for me. So basically, I walked into this space where they had set the bar. It was high, and I was not going to fall anybody's hand. Yeah, because I had to like keep the touch burning. So that one year, I did quite a lot with the research. I held on quite a lot of responsibilities amongst my peers, and my department even recommended me for like another research within the station with another research institute. But in doing all of that, there's this plant I was taking care of, sorghum. I took care of quite a lot of plants, but this particular one, sorghum, it grew tall, and then it was producing pollen grain. And then I was supposed to measure it because that's agriculture research. And then when you shake the plants, the pollen will fall on my face.
Are you allergic?
I had the most, Jesus. My face, it became a pimple plantation.
Jesus.
It was so bad. And you know, Ijeme, because when we became close, my face was already smooth. So you may not be able to picture it. It was bad. Anyway, and then sun will slap my soul. So slap me.
You're not like, this is the life I want.
One day I went, after doing field work, I just went inside. I was like, for my career, I want a desk role. I want a chair that I can do like this. I want to spin. in AC. That's all.
You know you have that now. So
I do. I really do. So that's when I knew my father was
right.
right. So that's when I
All
knew.
that. Oh my gosh, I'm really interested in plants.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Somebody gave me plants and it has died.
Jesus.
It died. And let me tell you, it's so sturdy. It's not supposed to die.
That's what happened. Somebody gave me a plant for a birthday gift, and because I had said so many times that I am horrible with plants, I will kill the plant. The person was like, as she wrote the gift, she was like, IJ, this is the most low maintenance plant ever. You literally have to do nothing. Probably water it once or twice a week. Ask me where that plant is. It didn't even take a month. That thing is gone. Like, I was just like, IJ, no. This is how I know I cannot have a pet.
Yeah, so I knew in that moment that I think my father was right. And let me tell you, at the end of the service year, the head of station called me to his office and asked me, he's like, you have such an impressive work reputation here, and we want to keep you for longer. Do you want to do that?
So pimples will be on my face.
I just said no. He looked up, he looked at me and he said, people are asking for this, and I called you to offer it to you. I said no.
Because he needs to have fresh skin, guys. It's very important.
And so, but, you know, I went home that day and I was having a conversation with my parents and I was telling them, this is what happened. My father was like, what? They said, what's the plan? I said, I think I want to go into international development.
Do you know what? Hold on. If it was my mom, or my dad would just be here chill. My mom would be like, no, you will stay there. Stay there and do that thing. You will stay there and do that thing.
Yeah. And then my father was, I don't think he was shocked because...
He didn't give you an I told you so.
No. My father is I think he's one of the primary reasons why I can change career. Like if I send an email to my dad now, I'm like, I'm tired of software engineering. And here's the reason why. And I want to be a pilot. And I want to go to school and it's going to cost me $10,000. I just need your support. He will call me, say, I read your email, let's talk. And if I can justify what I've said, he will full swing, he will be on it.
That's very beautiful, actually.
I think that's the reason. That's one of the, like, yes, I have a will, blah, 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 but like my dad, just knowing that there's that support. Yeah.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go on, I wanted to read a dilemma.
Okay.
About like career pivoting and all. So the title is, Was It All a Waste?
I'm so sorry.
Hi. Good. Hi, TNA. I've chased this one career path for so long. It was the dream, the plan, the thing that gave my life direction. But after I moved abroad, everything about it just started falling apart. It felt like the system, the structure, even the timing was working against me. I held on because I truly believed it meant something. Like letting go would make everything I'd invested, time, money, prayers, pride, meaningless. I had chances to pivot, to jump ship and save myself from the burnout, but I stayed because letting go felt like failure. Now, I don't even know if it was worth it. I feel like I wasted so much time fighting for something that maybe wasn't meant to work, at least not in this season. And the idea of starting something completely new from scratch at this point in my life, it feels terrifying, heavy, like I failed myself. I was attached, maybe too attached. How do you even begin to rebuild when you are still grieving from the thing you thought would work? Sincerely, lost but trying.
Oh well. To be fair, I think that's one thing we underestimate. You think your career in a developing country like Nigeria would be relevant in a developed country like the UK. It may not. It really may not. Like, nah. For example, a classic example, I was working, before I left Nigeria, I was working in climate change and our focus was climate change adaptation. I came to the UK to do a climate change related course. But in developed countries, they focus on climate change mitigation because there's nothing there. The difference, climate change is happening. We all know. Blah, blah. Yes. But the way it affects Africa is different from the way it affects the West.
I see what you mean.
In Africa, most people are into agriculture, and with the weather changing this bad, they're not able to produce as they would. So Africa needs to adapt to grow crops that can thrive
Yeah.
with the changing climate. In the West, it's not affecting them like that.
Nobody cares.
Yes, you can go about the town and not be concerned about climate. In fact, if it's getting warmer, they're like, oh my God, the sun.
Look at us in sundresses.
You know? So it's not affecting their source of livelihood like the way it's affecting the farmers of Africa. So they're mitigating. So, which is they're reducing their emissions.
Their emissions.
They are reducing the things that cause climate change.
Yeah, I see
so
what
that
you
is
mean.
how the West does. So basically, you cannot always think that your law degree in Nigeria,
It's
where
the
you
same
studied
thing
the laws of Nigeria, will help you
in this other country.
In this other
Yeah.
country. Do you get? So that's one of the luxuries that immigrants don't get.
Don't get.
Yes. Another thing is that if you already had a career in the country you're coming from,
Yeah.
and you're coming to a new place, it doesn't mean you have to start from zero. Because oftentimes we tend to choose careers based on passion, based on dreams, but you can choose it based on your strength.
Just straight bullets. Left, right, center. Straight. Straight. It's my fault. I opened up to you.
No. Like, it doesn't have to be
Yeah. I get what you mean, actually.
passion. It can be your strength. That person
Yeah.
has strength
Yeah.
that they may want to just, and they're probably already even doing it in other areas of their lives. Just, it's not a career.
Yeah.
They can pick that up and start something there. And of course, depending on what their context is here.
Context, yeah. Okay.
And that would mean that they don't have to start from zero, if you get what I mean.
All right. So what I wanted to say is, that is my dilemma.
Oh my goodness.
That was my dilemma.
Okay.
That's my dilemma. So answer now with what you know about me.
With what I know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely, you didn't, at least I know what you are capable of outside of dance. There's nothing you're switching to in any of those things that you're capable of outside of dance that will mean you're starting from zero.
So I
When
hear
I switched
you.
to tech, I started from zero.
You remember when we were having this conversation on the train and
Yeah.
I think more of what is doing me
Yeah.
is not actually switching, but the
Letting
feeling, letting go, and how attached I was to this thing. So it was maybe I attached a sense of worth and
An
purpose to this, an identity to it, because it wasn't just, oh, I'm dancing. There weren't a lot of ballerinas in Nigeria.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of people who knew contemporary, knew technique.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of people who, okay, they did it, but then they were self-trained.
Yeah.
And the story
Yeah.
started to build
Yeah.
and all of that and
Yeah.
stuff. So by the time I'm like, okay, I'm saving this amount of money. I'm not spending the little money I have on wigs, on hair, on makeup. I'm spending it more on auditions abroad.
Yeah.
So by the time I actually got the dream I wanted and
Yeah.
I went abroad,
Yeah.
the abroad that was supposed to help it,
Yeah.
it now crumbled. That is where the career heartbreak now comes from, because you're like, the context is, as much as it's specific, I know, like in theory, I know that I can literally just drop it and start again. But it is now thinking back at how how many years I spent on this, and I was just like, oh, wait, what? And I said this to one of my dancer friends in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If I stayed in Nigeria, I'll still be dancing.
Your career might have bloomed.
Yeah.
I think that just because you migrated, you threw quite a lot of complexity into what it was going to mean for you to become a dancer. Because look at that time you were in the dance school.
You remember? See, I told you she was my housemate. So let me explain this thing, because it seems like whenever I say it to people, they're always like, "Oh, yeah, she was dancing and she was working." So dance was like a full-time job,
95.
9 to 5,
Yeah.
full days of dancing, but Monday to Thursday. So as I finished on Thursday, because we calculated, we sat down together. I got my acceptance letter. We sat down together and we're calculating. Okay, if you work this number of shifts,
Yeah.
every week,
Yeah.
you can make your rent, you can make the transport to go to church every week,
Yeah.
and you can buy other things and
Yeah.
all.
Just be okay.
So after I do Monday to Thursday, I've come back, dropped my bag Thursday. I've entered shifts, gone night shift on Thursday
Yeah.
to Friday morning, come back, sleep, Friday night shift, Saturday morning.
Saturday.
Saturday, enter train,
London.
go to London for church.
Sunday,
come back. Then remember that week that I didn't get any shifts, that I was not coming back, and I said, sharp. What's the name of this Berkeley court? We need somebody now. And it was going to be going to be worth the 2 days that I had missed the week before.
Yeah.
But I'll still get paid in time for the next week.
Yeah.
I was coming back from London and I had class the next day.
Like,
I just said, yes, available. I came back and I said, Chinomnso, I'm going to shift. He said, sorry, what? I said, I'm going to shift. I have to work. So I think part of the thing that is paining me is all of it was supposed to be worth it. You get all of that struggle, all of that. I'm like, it will be part of the story that even if it was going to be just one contract or one dance contract I got or something like that, because one of the things I really wanted to do was, apart from getting to the stage and performing, was acquiring the skill.
Yeah.
Because as much as I had taught myself some of the foundations, there was a basic level I wanted to surpass.
Yeah, but Ijeme, all these things, if there are 10 things, I think just only 2 were within your control.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's because it was like outside my control that hurt so much, because I was just like, then I probably would have just stayed where I was. Because the whole reason why I moved was because of dance. Not because, I'm looking for a better line, and it was dance.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dance was the better life, but you see the point.
Yes. So I get that in like our conversations, coming here was supposed to give you access to the opportunities in dance that you couldn't get from where you were.
Yeah.
And then, but coming here also meant that you were now going to become an immigrant. And yeah.
Yeah.
That just threw the spanner in everything.
There were so many opportunities to jump ship and be like, this is not working for me. I might as well just. So even the first year, when all of this started seeming hard,
is this the master's degree year or after?
After the master's degree year.
Okay.
Because within that first time that remember the time I took a break from dance, I needed to raise money for graduate route. that in this sense, in that sense, was an opportunity to jump ship.
Yeah.
Even after that, then I got the first injury I got that Christmas period that I slipped on snow. An opportunity, because I had to sit down and think to myself, okay, where is this going to? You are an adult woman. What is happening? Because most of my classmates were 16-year-olds who.
So that's I think that's the thing. So Ijeme, just because like you didn't get that dance training as a child, that automatically meant that when your bones were forming, they didn't form the way those your kids' bones would have formed.
That's true. I understand all of that, but I think it is the understanding of the circumstance I found myself in that makes it even more painful. Yeah, and I'm always like, it's always like, what could have been, and all of that. And
there's no time for all those ones now,
As if you don't know me.
No,
I'll stay.
No, but I'll be reminding you.
Okay. But generally speaking, so what I've noticed is a lot of people now have had to switch careers, like immigrants who have moved.
Yeah.
I say immigrants who have immigrants. It's almost like a coping / survival mechanism.
It is.
Because this is not working. Okay.
Find
something else to do and stuff. And it's unfortunate, but I think it's just the reality that we find ourselves in. And me, I would say, even with the weight of the heartbreak, I've been fortunate to find opportunities that would, should I say, fill the blank while I'm still in that weird morning space or whatever and stuff like that.
I think that, honestly, what I want to say, I don't think you should be too hard on yourself for mourning this long. Yeah. Because you were building in public.
That's true. I don't say anything again.
You were building in public. No, you shouldn't mean that you
I know. I'm not saying anything again. And you are planning. Nobody will know.
You're building in public. So, of course, you'll be concerned about public perception. Like, I have this story that has been climbing, and then we were supposed to get to this place. So, I wouldn't I would say not to be too hard on yourself for mourning the loss of what could have been
Fair. Yeah.
for this long. But I also think I want to like emphasize it hard that I think you're fine.
I am.
No, I really do. Like so I was listening to one interview with Chimamanda the other day, and she was talking about how she thinks that if she wakes up one day and she cannot write, that she's going to lose it, because what would she then be if she's not able to write?
But it's Chimamanda though.
And then, I mean, I don't know her
Yeah,
personally.
yeah.
All I know is that she writes.
She writes.
For you, like the world may only know you as a dancer, but Jesus, I know the things you can do.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
So I remember this was a conversation that I was having with one of my friends, and she said something that made it. So you know me, and we've lived together, so you can actually say that I can do other things.
Yeah.
But she was like, "IJ, outside of dance, I don't know who you are."
Okay.
That statement you made about Chimamanda just now and stuff. So I now had to think about how much I'd emphasized so
On
much
that.
on dance and wanted to do this. So even when I stepped out of dance, I was like, I need to still do something for the dance community because I feel like I owe it to them. As opposed to, if it doesn't work out, it's fine. I can just let it go. I can just be like, I used to do this and that's okay. And all of that. But I'm just like, it sounds so mediocre. I'm just like, anyway, please. What I want to do now is I want to.
Are we getting to the end?
We are getting to the end, actually. We are getting to the end. But before we get to the end, I'll just talk more about. I want to do like a quick, like maybe like 30 seconds of your career cycle
My career cycle.
and how you have pivoted. So we'll know that you really are the queen of pivoting. Today, if you just say, I want to make mugs, you'll do it.
Funny enough. Okay, this podcast. I thought about. Okay. But
Don't announce in public.
let me just give it. But I have had thoughts. But
of mugs?
no, not mugs.
Okay.
Something else.
Okay. We'll talk
But
later.
anyway, but like yes. So started studying agriculture in 2012. Took 5 years. Finished. Worked 1 year in agriculture research and realized that it wasn't for me. Then I went into more NGO work. But I started by I did some female education, and then I did climate change. I did climate change for quite a lot of time. Yes, and that's when I think that was the closest I had gotten to that point where you feel like, oh, my career is. I have some form of identity in my career. Like I was very passionate about it, and even that's when I decided I was going to do a master's degree in environment and development. I am still passionate about climate change, but
From afar.
it will be closed one day in Jesus' name.
Amen.
The day that I'm able to combine tech and climate change together.
It's possible. Yeah.
That's like I hope I can get there very soon. But anyway, moving from climate change, where I was like a program officer, I think. Yeah, I was basically creating concepts for a project, designing the project, leading teams to implement the project, executing it, reports,
Nice.
those sorts of things. Like I had a swell time, but I now started wanting to work in bigger companies.
Yeah.
I wanted to do climate change, but for an international organization. And looking at the job ads, then I saw that they would write Python, Excel as a skill that a program officer would need. So of course I started learning that so that I could qualify for those jobs in climate change. Yes, but around that time, pandemic happened. Then I traveled for my master's degree. Oh, I didn't talk about one of the works I did. Is research in social science. Yes, I did good research.
I think the only thing I haven't done is dance at this point. So
Yeah, so that was the thing I was doing shortly before I traveled. I did my master's degree. Then, of course, because I knew that you need some kind of Python thingy.
yeah.
Yeah, so when I now got on the master's program and saw that some modules had some form of coding in it, I was like, sure. But I did the modules and when two good things fuse together. Yeah. So anyway, I finished the master's degree and then I just realized that I think I'll focus on coding. Yeah.
Oh my god! And now you are what?
And now I'm a software
engineer.
Yeah. I had this era though when I was announcing myself as a data analyst. But yeah, software engineer.
Yeah, actually, we're data analyst first.
Yes, because when I was learning Python, it was for data analysis, data science, predictive modeling, and all of that.
Okay.
But then I became a software engineer. That's where I am now in terms of my career. And yes. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Get to do it like chill. I have a... Where is it? I have an out of this world question I want to ask you.
Okay.
It's like... Where is it? It's still under pivoting, but it's just weird. It's a weird question.
Okay.
You wake up and the UK government has banned your entire industry. You have up until 5 p.m. to choose a new career or be deported to a beetroot farm in outer space. What do you pivot into and how are you convincing them that you are qualified?
I didn't really add that last sentence. I already have the answer. I'm going to be a pilot.
Oh, you're not qualified for that?
I'm not. I don't know how to become it now.
Enter the admin part. Entrance through admin.
No, I need to.
Or write the code for the flight logistics.
No, they banned it. Okay,
they banned the industry.
So the appeal for pilots is like anytime I'm flying, I like to look at the geography. Geography is the other thing I used to like. That
I loved geography, but I liked physical geography.
What? Anyway.
That's like volcanoes and...
I just like to see the map, the line,
I hated that. I hated
the mountain and the water.
It.
So pilots will help me too,
Okay.
So
pilot, somehow you find yourself the way you have planned your life, you'll be qualified. Anyway,
become a pilot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Coming. I feel like I'll have you again. We'll gist about other things.
Yeah. We should talk about our house.
We talk about our house. Yeah, just come and rant about housemates
and housing.
And housing. We actually have to have a housing. People have been asking about that housing.
And housing, because what do you mean by you can squeeze the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom in this space?
Yeah, so we'll do that, and But thank you again for coming to the podcast. It's your other hand like this. Just like, thank you so much.
Okay, like girl.
Thank you for coming. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. We're on Instagram. We are on X. We're on TikTok.
Oh, that's
we're everywhere. We're now on Apple Podcast, guys. The enemy tried to prevail, but we prevailed more. Anyway, so subscribe to... we prevent... Stop. Subscribe. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.